Hi everyone, how you doing today? So today I'm sad about talking about my seizures. So I have started about 3 weeks ago to wean myself off the seizure medicines because I don't have epileptic seizures. I have non-epileptic seizures, and these are, well, after lots of research I've been doing, taking seizure medicine for epilepsy can actually cause me to have seizures. So I weaning myself, and I found I have lots of side effects with these meds. And why take meds if you don't have to take them? Why take cancer meds if you don't have cancer, right? It's just going to hurt you in the long run. So, for short, non-epileptic seizures, also known as pseudo-seizures, non-epileptic attack disorder, NEAD, PNES, are functional seizures or disactivate seizures. They appear similar to epileptic seizures, but do not involve abnormal rhythmic discharges of neurons in the brain. So, caused by problems with handling thoughts, memories, emotions, or sensations in the brain. No identifiable physical cause, but believed to be physical reactions to psychological stress. And I have found some of my triggers. Stress. If I'm home alone a lot, which I am, I'm thinking a lot about stuff, depression, whatnot, and sometimes it causes me seizures, the stress. When I had maybe an argument with Damon, or when I don't get sleep, I have to have my sleep. A healing brain needs sleep. So it also causes, if I don't get my peace and quiet and my sleep, I can also have seizures. Another trigger I found is the fake sugars, alcohol sugars, sweeteners, any kind of sweetener. I had found that out when I always used to drink lattes, mochas, had flavoring in it. Always. My gosh, I had my own coffee shop. I drank them all day long. Regular and sugar-free, it doesn't matter. After I had my brain surgery now, it came to be that, one time I remember I had a mocha. Well, first was the latte in Florida. I went out with a friend. We had lunch. I had a latte. She took me home. About an hour later, I had that seizure. No idea. So, okay. Off in the ER I go, right? Because we had no idea why we're what. Not a $20,000 bill. A few months later, I'm back here in Alaska. I got an appointment at an eye doctor. And On the way down, I had a mocha with sugar-free vanilla. I'm in the office. It's my turn. I'm doing my vision test. I'm looking in there. Next thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a seizure coming. I had a seizure right in my orthopedic, in the eye doctor's office on the floor. Luckily, there was also a police officer out in the waiting room. They called him in and he gave us help too. Gave me first aid. So, and again, off in the ER I go, because my husband, Damon, he was very worried about what's going on. It was all new to us. He had no idea. Every time I had a seizure, he calls the ambulance, and it cost me lots of money. We're so far in debt. It's ridiculous. Medical debt. So far into it. So, well, then I was thinking, it's like, well, the first time, well, but the second time, could it be? So I asked the neurologist, wannabe neurologist here in town. And he said, oh, I highly doubt it. Mocha, sugar-free? No, that will not cause you seizures. Even though, everybody says that shit is bad for you, right? So, okay, just to make sure, I stayed away from anything sugar-free. So, a year later, I was at a friend's house, and she made some cold coffee, cold brew, and it was very good. And it had vanilla in it, and it was very good. And I totally forgot about everything else, and it was good. It was really good. I came home later, and I was fine. I was really fine. So the next morning I said, well, I can make my own cold brew. Hey, I'm a barista. I used to make coffee all day long. I know how to make cold brew. So I make me a nice cold brew overnight. The next day, I have a little bit of cold brew. I got some vanilla sitting there. I put a shot of vanilla in it. Oh, man, it was so good. Walking around on my property. My daughter was here, too. Next thing I know, it's like, oh, my gosh. I'm starting to have a seizure. I'm sitting down. I call my daughter, call my husband. They help me up. They walk me back in the house. I'm trying to talk to them. They like, breathe. I'm doing all this stuff. But eventually, I did pass out. I did have a seizure. Later on, I remembered it, and I said, oh my gosh. And I looked at the bottle, and it was sugar-free vanilla. Sugar-free. Now, I'm certain the Splenda sweetener, which is in the sugar-free drinks in the Da Vinci, it's causing me my seizures. One time I had a no sugar yogurt, and I started feeling a little funny. And we looked at it, and sure enough, it had artificial sweeteners in it. So, if you have seizures and you can't figure out where they're coming from, please look at everything. Look at years way back. Look at everything. I would have never thought there was anything that I'm eating, that I'm drinking. I never thought that would have been it. It's the artificial sweeteners give me seizures. So, I know my triggers. Stress. I'm trying not to stress anymore. And especially what's in my food and in my drinks. I got to watch it. So one time I had a mocha without any sweeteners in it. And it didn't give me a seizure. I just started feeling a little weird. Maybe it was too much sugar in it, in the cocoa. The cocoa was very, very strong. So I did not go in a seizure, but after a few sips, I'm like, nah, gave it to my husband. I love my mochas and stuff, but next time I just say, hey, very, very light on the chocolate, please. And powder only, not the syrup. But please, if you're having seizures and they're not epileptic, maybe even if they are epileptic, please, please check what you're eating, because it can be the difference between having a seizure and not having a seizure. And once you figure out what triggers your seizures, your quality of life is going to be a lot better. So I'm going to keep talking more about these, and I hope I see you again. If you like, please follow me on my channel. Just click down on the bottom, that little button there, subscribe. And every time I put a new video up, it will let you know. Or it will pop up on the beginning. It's free. It doesn't cost nothing. So, okay, well, hey, thank you all, and here's to a seizure-free life. God bless you.